Don't go. Not this.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Well, that was room tone.
So that was room tone. Hey there. Hi there.
I'm gonna have tinnitus in my ears.
What?
Nothing.
Why are you crying?
I'm not.
Well, it's a
Come on, dude.
it's a
Not even a minute in.
I get it.
I'm just
I
so
get
happy.
it. I know.
They can see
Why
us
are you happy?
Because they can see us.
They can see us. That's right. Welcome back to Stacked, the new era, season 3. This is what it's gonna be like from now on. So, hope you enjoy it.
It's higher budget.
Higher budget.
We got a new
I mean,
EP.
technically, yeah.
It is.
We bought stuff for this show. We bought these chairs. We're putting money into this. So
Where'd you tell them where you bought it from?
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Shout out Bed Bath and
Shout
Beyond.
out Bed Bath and
If you want to
Beyond.
be our first sponsor, please let us know.
Yes,
We know you've been in hard times, and maybe we can help you out.
that's true. The Bed Bath and Beyond Burbank just closed recently.
They did, yeah.
Maybe we could have stopped that. Anyways, you're gonna notice a few changes here on the show. First of all, we got a new guy.
Yeah, Chris.
No, we've always had Chris.
Oh.
Well, and we've
Have I
had
been
this.
here?
Yeah.
We've had this guy a couple of times, but now he's like
This is
he's like
his-
always gonna be here.
We've adopted him.
We've adopted.
We've
him.
signed the papers.
Is this your
officially.
third appearance, Joey?
I think 4th.
Third or fourth?
I
Yeah.
think there was one episode
Twists?
where
We did an after hours.
80s,
And
and then you did two after hours. No, we. Wait, did you? Do
yeah,
two?
we did Oscar talk.
Oscar talk, and then you went on High School Musical.
I think there was like a few times where I came on like last minute, where like
Yeah.
one of you
Fights.
couldn't do it.
Did you do best
Yes,
fights?
we did do fights.
Because I was sick.
Yes, I think I filled in.
like
that
you are
day.
today. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy,
Yeah,
and allergens are really not a problem for me.
That's awesome.
it's great. But yeah, Joe, you're here on the show. You're now taking the reins as a producer of Stacked Entertainment and host of the Stack Show, and we're gonna have lots of fun projects
Oh yeah,
going on in the future. This is just the beginning, everybody. Only the beginning.
only the beginning.
So,
Onwards.
is there anything you'd like to say?
Apologies in advance.
Yeah.
If I run this thing into the ground,
I mean, it was already in the ground. It's fine.
yeah.
Only like 10
So
people listen.
You
So
can't dig much deeper. than
I'm-
this.
you're gonna get you're gonna get honesty on the show. That's like what you listen for. So
Yeah, I think people tune in for the honesty.
for honest opinions.
Season 3 is
we
all
don't
about
lie.
honesty.
Unlike any other podcast that you listen to, they lie. We don't. So
Who's
No
your
lies.
like number one liar?
probably the big fat liar
Oh.
from the movie Big Fat Liar.
Paul Giamatti.
Speaking of which,
Hungry. But yeah, this is it. This is the show. See, like I look at this camera. This one, I probably won't look into this camera all the time. This is a working process, everybody. Is that the word for
Work in
Progress.
progress. That's what.
it? I was gonna say working process, which I feel like you still can say.
Yeah, it sounds right.
But work in progress is what everyone
We're
says.
smell what you're stepping in. We got you.
Okay, cool. So what are we doing? Why are we here today? John?
Well, it's the
what's going on?
top of the year. I know we're a few weeks into 2024, but I think it's still early enough to do most anticipated movies of the year. You know, not too much has come out. I doubt,
All three.
Beekeeper or Mean Girls was on anybody's most anticipated,
for
unless
yourself.
Yeah,
you
all
want to
three of
say.
mine
I don't
came
know.
out.
I don't want to make that
Matter
call.
of fact, all my favorite movies this year already came out.
Yeah, ISS.
Man, it's just downhill from here.
I hate that trailer. Man.
So we
Dune
thought
2's gonna
we'd
be
we do like play a little movie draft our
Yes.
stacks of the year.
Yes, this is the format we should have done from the very beginning, but we didn't. So here we are with
we
a
are.
better format. I think this is gonna make for a more engaging show. More competition. Because we can steal each other's picks. There's no more such thing as a double stack.
Once it's
Yeah,
picked,
it's yours,
it's
it's
off
yours.
the board.
We put it out to pasture. No more double stacks.
Wow.
What?
It's like
we
old-
did.
it's
Where
like-
you won't see double stack. You won't hear that Yoshi's Island theme anymore. I'm sorry.
Old Yeller to
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
Man, remember like the very, very rare triple stacks back in the old days?
Yeah.
Back in the double days.
Never gonna happen again.
Back in the double days, when their days were 2.
There's 2 of them.
There was
each.
2 days.
So how are we gonna decide who's gonna go first, Jerry?
So we have a little draft pick system here.
Oh,
with
he's
our
in the sip
trusty
He's in the
friend.
minion sip up.
They are in the minion.
minion
All of our
sip-up.
names are within this minion right here. So we're gonna draw names to determine the
Give it a
draft
shake. Give it a
order.
shake.
Okay. There we go. I think that works. All right. Let's see here. So the number 1 pick in the stacked season 3 premiere draft is. Let's see who we got. Brandon.
Hey,
All right. So
Brandon.
Brandon will be pick number 1. So
And then should we just go back and forth
What should we keep drawing?
from Brandon?
let's do that. I think we should just jump into picks.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
So we'll
draw
go
as we
Brandon,
go.
Chris, me, Joe, and then you'll
pressure.
be first on the next one,
Yeah.
and we'll just keep going back and forth like that. Right?
So
Yeah,
we
perfect.
separated it into 3 categories.
Yes.
Right? Did we want to have a category we started with first? or
Like
no?
do a round of it? or
I
like
think it's
just
up to
whatever.
you. It's
Whatever
like
wanna
you
see
can
first.
whatever category you think you want to go with first.
Okay. Well, I didn't think.
Well,
I was
let's
gonna
list
get
out the
first.
categories. So what 3 categories have we decided?
We did blockbuster movies.
Mm-hmm.
We did indie movies, and Wildcard, which we
Wildcard.
didn't really define that.
I guess like
That's the idea, though.
Wildcard, it's just kind of like a movie that you really have no idea what to expect. It's not really so much a blockbuster or an indie. It's just kind of a random movie that's on your radar.
Okay.
Okay. And that could be anything.
That works
Yeah.
for me. But in that way, I'll just save my wildcard pick for last because I don't think anybody's gonna pick it.
Okay.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
I don't
I-
think. Did
I
you
mean-
do a lot of research for the show?
Yes.
Oh.
Maybe.
You read a
see-
book.
I read a book. 2 of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
2 whole
Congratulations.
books.
On
A book
2024 movies.
That's crazy that it was published this early.
Yeah.
Anyway, for my blockbuster release, I don't really know if it's gonna be like $100 million, if it's even gonna release in theaters. But it's a blockbuster. I'm picking Alien Romulus.
Hey. I'm glad someone. This would have been a wild card pick for me.
This was going to be my wild card pick. This was my
oh.
number 1 wild card pick.
Oh well,
So,
good.
see, you're already ruining
off
the
the
I'm
show.
already ruining everything
Damn
it.
for you.
Aliens off the board.
Well, the reason being it's by Fede Alvarez, who did the Evil Dead movies,
Yeah.
or the Evil Dead remake.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he just brings like this gritty, gruesome style to everything. And after I think the Neil Blomkamp movie fell through recently, I was like, okay, well, we need to see something like new from this universe. Hopefully it's playing with practical effects, but we know from seeing his other movies that he is doing practical effects in movies. He's combining CG well enough, and I think the Alien movies really need that next installment. That's not just like a philosophical sort of like treatise on everything. Like that's what Prometheus kind of was.
Yeah.
Whereas like when we get to the newest installment, it's a prequel to Aliens, but it's a sequel to Alien. But you're not having any of the reoccurring characters, so you don't have that baggage. So they can do something fresh and new, kind of like Dan Trachtenberg did last year with Prey.
Wait, it's a prequel to Aliens, but it's a sequel to the first Alien.
Yeah.
So it's in between Alien and Alien.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I didn't know
Okay.
that. That's
That's
interesting.
pretty cool.
Yeah. But it does.
cool.
I'm guessing it would take place on the planet that they go to in the first movie.
Right.
And then it would be just after the events.
Well, how did the aliens like get off? Did they get off the planet? I haven't seen Aliens in a while. I
It's
want to
been a
watch
long
it again.
time. Yeah.
Alien.
I
is
know
one
the
that's
I know the
freshest on
first
on
movie
the dome.
very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
same.
guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
we
good
don't.
cast too.
Do you think it's not going to get a theatrical release? Is this going to be like a Hulu thing?
I don't know, because the reason I say that is because Prey also didn't, and that's also 20th Century Picture.
Yeah.
So with Disney, you never know nowadays.
Mm.
So
I think
it's
they regretted putting Prey on Hulu though.
Because
well,
it did well.
It
Yeah,
did
it
really
did
well.
well.
So maybe, and with the names attached now, they're not like super famous actors. They're just young up and comers. I think Isabel Merced is in it. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, so she's
She's got a busy
Madam
next few years.
Madam Web.
Madam Web.
Last of Us, Madam Web,
Yeah. So,
Superman.
Yeah, exactly. So
Could be
it's
a
like
big
Hey,
year for Dora.
She's paying rent. Dora's paying rent.
Paying rent, dude.
Dora's paying rent.
yeah, but that's my number 1 blockbuster pick.
Very cool.
Right on.
Blockbuster.
See, I was gonna pick that as a wild card.
Same. That would have been
Because
Why?
like, well, first of all, we've only seen one image from it, and it's a face hugger holding a slate.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know, but we don't even know the title. Everyone's saying it's Alien Romulus, but that's not been confirmed.
It could just be a working title.
Yeah.
Or it could be an on-set.
And we don't we don't have anything. So like, I don't know. I was gonna say it's Wildcard because like also like people didn't love the last few Alien movies.
Yeah,
I would say people haven't loved any Alien movie since Aliens.
There's
some supporters of
very lack
Fincher's
of
Alien
passion
3.
in the franchise, and it's a bummer because the Blomkamp version apparently like Sigourney was really excited about it,
Oh,
and like
yeah.
that was like what was she said like if that didn't happen like then she's done. There's no chance of her coming back.
Damn.
Fede Alvarez is like also still, I mean, a successful director, but like relatively still small. Because I mean, at least I don't know about you guys, but I've only seen his Evil Dead remake and Don't Breathe, which also Don't Breathe is excellent.
Don't Breathe is really.
I think
good.
Don't Breathe is good
People
proof that
sleep on it.
he knows what to do with Alien, because especially like the dark scene, the infrared scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, seeing that in a theater like freaked
Haunting.
me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But he's also gross.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
Yeah.
love that.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
Turkey
a gross
Baster's
guy.
ruined.
Oh
for me.
my god, that
Over.
reveal.
Ugh.
Yeah, that is.
I liked it.
I liked it too.
I
We're
bet
not
you
saying
did,
it's
too.
bad. We're just saying it was like pretty shocking.
He was into it.
He was. You were into it, Brandon?
I am
Anyway.
the heartthrob of the show.
He is. Yeah.
Oh. All right, moving on.
All right,
Am I up
Chris.
next? Are we
Chris,
doing-
you're
Alright.
up
Yeah.
next.
Okay, I'm just gonna do the one that's like I just have to grab it. I'm
Rip
gonna
it
do.
off
I'm gonna do Dune Part 2
Okay.
for my blockbuster.
Part
That
2.
makes sense.
Yeah. Any longtime viewer of the show knows big time Denis Villeneuve fans. Yeah, I love the first Dune. I'm a big I really enjoy like these like sweeping political sci-fi films, and I think there's so much density in this world to explore. I'm really excited to see like the heightened stakes that come with it, and also I think Greg Fraser does an amazing job capturing it. It feels grounded, but also still kind of out there, which I love about his photography. Yeah, and also like I don't know, I just love watching that world kind of open up and unfold.
Yeah.
I think the war between the Atreides and Harkonnens are so interesting and so politically like dense. There's so much richness there and so much you can play with. I find the characters really fun. Especially, I mean, I love. We were talking about this just before the show, but we love Jason Momoa. At least I do. Ethan does too.
I love him.
I think he's a great performer.
He is.
He just
Batista
brings so
is
much
all-
energy
the
to
whole
the
gang.
screen.
He's
Yeah.
charismatic.
Very
I saw a
good.
panel with him once.
A what?
A panel.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what was the context? Was it like Comic-Con?
Yeah, it was like a Comic-Con. Local stuff.
Oh, okay.
He was super-
No big deal. No big deal. Just like, whatever. Just small, private,
Just tell us
one-on-one
what you
meeting
did.
between he and I.
Don't be so like coy
You know,
about it. Where did you go?
I went to Comic-Con.
Which one?
Went to Red
Phoenix
Lobster.
Comic-Con.
and-
Okay.
Ace
So you
Comic-Con.
went to
Shared
Phoenix
some bread
Comic Con. What was the
rolls.
panel
It was a Jason Momoa-led spotlight panel.
about himself?
Yeah, and he was just answering questions from the audience. And at that point, he had just been cast as Aquaman.
Oh,
And
but
then-
that movie
but
wasn't
it was
out
like
for a bit,
2015.
But
too.
it was mostly for like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I forgot that's where he came up.
Yeah,
Right,
Game of
yeah.
Thrones season 1.
Great.
Khal Drogo.
Oh my gosh.
Also, Game of Thrones very similar to Dune, I think,
Really?
in terms of political.
You were talking.
I was
to
talking
me
to you
about
about this.
this.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, big fan of Dune, and I mean, I know the three of us are. Joey, you like Dune.
So
You're not the hottest.
I
on it,
think
but-
this is where I'm like an outsider from like the film community, which like just loves the fuck out of Dune. I don't know. The first movie, I'm a big sci-fi fan. The first movie just didn't enchant me. When I watch a sci-fi movie, I want to be like enchanted, and like I don't know, the world just doesn't fascinate me. But I'm gonna give the first one another watch before the second one, and I am excited to see because my favorite part was just the scope of it and the spectacle, and that I'm excited to see for sure. But I don't know, and I'm also just like with Timothy, he's hit or miss for me. Sometimes I love him if he's well cast. Other times, like Dune, I'm just not sold on him. I'm not. That's just where I'm at. Like, I just don't see him as like the leading man of a franchise like that.
Right.
Personally. So, I don't know. That's just me. That's where I'm at. Whatever.
Have you ever seen the David Lynch? Dude?
No, I want
Oh
to.
my god.
Would that
They're
be like,
re-releasing in theaters. You should wait to go see.
is that going to be like a situation like Super Mario Bros?
Because it's its 40th anniversary.
where I like kind of really enjoy the 93 Mario
I wouldn't
Bros.
be mad at you if you did.
If I liked it,
If
if I liked it more than
Honestly,
Yeah,
I could very
I'd be
well
like-
imagine
I'd
you
be like-
liking it more.
Yeah,
I think
I get it.
It's got
Baron.
It just has so many ideas going for it.
The original? Are you talking
Yeah.
about the
It
84
tries
one?
to compress Dune 1 and Dune.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
what
see. I see.
Denis is doing with 2 movies, it tries to do in 1 movie.
And also,
I
like,
see.
like Denis' version of Dune, like, it does simplify a few things just for, like, because the world's so
Yeah.
dense. Lynch dives it headfirst into all of it. Like, the way it, I don't want to give it away, but let me put it this way. The way that people in the Dune world transport from one planet to another in Lynch's version is the most abstract thing of all time.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
it's insane
wild.
how they transfer between planets.
But the visual effects are actually, I think, pretty good for the.
Graphics
for the
are pretty
time.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked the first one, and to me, like I remember when I watched it the first time, I was so upset how it ended.
Oh,
But now when I rewatch it, I'm like, no, this is like the ending of like Fellowship of the Ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's setting up. And I've heard like it's not even confirmed that part 2 is going to be the end.
Right.
No.
No, he's already been given the green light for Dune Messiah,
Yeah.
which
Oh my God! If they ever try and adapt
That's
that,
gonna be
good luck,
fucking
Denis.
nuts. That's gonna be nuts.
But at least they told you though it was a part 1 going in.
Yeah, that's true. The title
That's true.
card.
Yeah, I was
was
shocked
a-
by that because
No,
they didn't announce
They never
it.
said a
Yeah.
thing until it dropped.
Right.
And I was like in the opening night. I was in Dolby. I was like, oh, cool.
Remember, we were supposed to have this movie in November of last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have seen.
That's
this
crazy.
already.
This would have been. It would have been. We would have been talking about it for Oscar contending.
Probably.
It probably would push out
Yeah. Well, if
Zone of Interest.
honestly, I don't know.
No.
We could talk about that in our Oscars episode.
Yeah, we'll get to
but
that.
We'll save that for next week.
That would be an interesting hypothetical,
Yeah.
though, to explore.
Like, what would the world look like if Dune 2 came out earlier?
No
Yeah.
Barbie.
No Barbie. It kicks out Barbie. No Barbie. Kicks out Oppenheimer.
No Barbie. Yeah. Anyone else have anything to say about Dune
Nah,
2?
I'm done. I'm done.
All right.
He's
So
over
thank
it.
you all so much for listening to this episode.
Anyway. Anyway.
Anyways,
What's your next pick?
oh,
Yeah.
I'm up.
Yeah, you're up.
All right. Well, I think there's only one blockbuster I could go with if you know me. You know,
Ghostbusters.
Here we go.
Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. The old people are back. They're busting ghosts. I can't wait. No,
Get real.
Sonic 3. Sonic 3. Look, I got. Look, oh, look at now that we have like cameras and everything, I can actually do like visual aid. Visual aid. That was a bad idea. Sonic 3. Yeah, I'm a big Sonic fan. Been a big Sonic fan all my life. I just installed my Wii onto the HD TV. I got a little converter, so I've been playing Sonic Adventure 1 and 2.
I can attest. He's been going hard on it.
I've been going hard on it.
Yeah.
Like hard on it. I've been going hard on it. But yeah, Sonic 3. I was really surprised how like actually good Sonic 2 is. I can tell, like I can understand why people would hate the first one, you know? It is literally like one of those early video game movies or like the Smurfs movie. It's like character comes to the real world, you know?
It's
Still
fine.
find enjoyment in it, but
Yeah.
like the second one is like actually a good like modern family adventure film.
So good.
Yeah, it's actually great.
I-
And that made me really happy. And, you know, they at the very end of the film, they tease Shadow the Hedgehog, one of the coolest characters. He is like the definition of like a cool design character. You know, they drew that and then like animators were like, oh, hell yeah. You know, he's going to be coming in. They're probably going to be adapting Sonic Adventure 2. That's my favorite video game. You know, probably going to get the Space Colony arc.
Dude, that's awesome.
You know,
That's awesome.
Joey doesn't get it.
That's
You know,
so
you-
cool.
Joe, do you think we're going to get the Bio Lizard as the third act? Like,
If we get the Biolizard, I'm literally screaming in the middle.
you know,
of the
he's
theater.
the original Ultimate Life Form.
No way.
But then they made Shadow the Hedgehog, and he's actually the real.
You know,
Ultimate
I
Life
actually
Form.
didn't know that.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
Prove it.
I did.
Prove it.
I'm telling you I did.
Okay.
I am my
I'm-
word.
Don't take it.
Anyway.
I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take
Anyway.
that word. But anyways, yeah, it's gonna be cool.
It's going to be awesome.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be so cool.
I wonder if there's any other new characters in the movie.
Amy.
Maybe Amy. Maybe Rouge the Bat.
No.
Did you guys play Sonic?
No.
Were you
The
Sonic
slightest
kids?
bit, barely.
I like
Sonic.
I was like on the outskirts of Sonic.
Yeah,
where I would
outskirts.
dabble every now and then.
Were
I
you
knew
at-
like
You're in the
enough.
window looking in.
Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like John Cena in was it Fast and the Furious? Where
Yeah,
he's,
we're
like,
just peeking through the crack.
yeah, where he's just you see him in the corner. That's like me in the Sonic fandom, just kind of longing to be a part of something.
You weren't a gamer though,
No, I wasn't.
and you're not a gamer.
I'm not. I continue to be, and I'll admit that. So I don't know.
Let him
Yeah.
speak for himself.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's
Leave him
okay. I'll
up.
let that one pass. But yeah, I don't know. Like you were saying with the first one, you're right. It does have that like 2000s, 2010s comedy where there was like a string of movies.
Yeah.
Where it's like CGI character like in the real world.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what that movie feels like to me, especially with James Marsden. James Marsden's like the poster boy for that kind of movie.
Yeah, he is.
So I'm just
he was in Hop.
He was in Hop.
He was in
Hop and Sonic, the first one, are very comparable.
But yeah, but it's like once that movie was actually like a success, they like I bet Paramount was just like, all right, you can do whatever now. And Sonic 2 was like actually like had some fun Sonic set pieces, you know.
Sonic 2 almost made me cry.
Well, maybe I'll give it a try.
I
Maybe
would
I'll
love to
maybe I'll
watch it with you.
dabble.
Yeah.
We'll sit. We'll sit
together
like this in these chairs.
where they are right now, and we'll be like,
Yeah.
That's the
Watch
perfect
it
way to
all
watch
the
a
time.
movie.
yeah.
Great.
I haven't seen the Sonic movies. I've only heard good things especially from you, but even the second one, I remember you raved about. I think you told me like you damn near cried.
Yeah. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
the only things I really know about those movies,
Just had a bad
other
day,
than
I guess.
just who the characters are, just because everyone knows Sonic.
Yeah.
There's an excellent song by Kid Cudi in the second one called "Stars in the Sky."
Is there actually?
It's great.
Yeah,
I
it
love
plays
that
during
song.
the credits.
Oh, really? That's a great credits song.
credits.
Dude, I love a good credit song. I love a good credits original song.
Yeah.
You know? That's
what
like I always
movies are.
appreciate.
No,
that.
fan?
Don't.
No, because
No?
when I
What?
worked at the movie theater, it would be like all you hear, like when you're.
Okay,
cleaning.
well that's like different than like
Oh,
that's just like
okay.
based on a personal.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. And so my
experience.
personal experience doesn't matter.
No,
Oh.
not at all.
Damn.
Anyway.
All right.
All right. What's your next pick?
All right.
Or your first pick?
First pick.
Your
I
first
guess
one.
like we've all done Blockbuster and like none of my picks are off the board, so I'll just jump right in. My pick for Blockbuster. Now this wasn't really a movie that I was super like excited about until I rewatched the first one the other day, and it's gonna be Furiosa.
Oh, Furiosa.
I just
Yes.
I had only seen Fury Road once back when it was in theaters, and then the other day, Brandon over here, our good friend Brandon, has been kind of putting together his own like home movie theater setup with surround sound and blackout curtains. He's really made quite the peak viewing experience.
I would say so.
Would you say it's at its peak?
Or
Or is there work to be done?
The
There's
only,
always room to grow.
I think you could always add like more speakers or like a bigger TV or like.
There's always room
Popcorn-
for improvement.
popcorn machine.
Well, I have two.
Yeah, start a
But-
concession stand. You
Yeah,
hire somebody
I'll
to
charge
come
you
into your
guys
apartment
when
and
you
work
come
it.
over to my house.
Uniform,
Yeah,
No,
the strict
butter
dress
with that?
code.
there are things like you could do, I think, to improve, but the seating is, I guess, the only other thing. Like actually, like platform seating or something.
You should get like,
stadium.
yeah, like bleachers.
That'd be insane if you got bleachers.
Get some
in
bleachers,
your
I dare you.
2-bed, 1
Hey,
bath.
hey guys,
apartment.
come in my house. You just come in and like I put up like
1,000 square foot
sofa chairs,
apartment.
sofa chairs on like high school bleachers that you would do that sit for
Yeah.
like something like that. It'd be fun.
That'd be great.
But
Furiosa.
anyway,
Furiosa.
in that theater, I was reintroduced to Mad Max Fury Road, and oh my god,
You were in the perfect spot too.
what a picture! What oh my
Yeah.
god, that is a thrill ride. At one point, I have like a little fitness watch that I got for Christmas, and at one point, it literally alerted me that my heart rate was too high.
yeah.
Like I was like my stress levels were higher than usual. So safe to say that knowing that George Miller is back, that this is going to be a passion project. This world is like this has been in his head for forever.
Yeah.
And like I'm excited for like a high octane like eye candy visual splendor of a movie. So in terms of Blockbuster, that's going to be my pick.
If it's like just as good, or even
That's-
like a little less good,
It doesn't even
than
ha-
Fury Road, then it's gonna be one of the best movies of the year.
Yeah. It doesn't even have
You
to do
know?
anything
Yeah.
that extraordinary.
He doesn't even have to top himself.
He
Like,
doesn't.
He doesn't know.
That's
just
not what
show
I'm
us
expecting.
We just want more of that,
Exactly.
of what he gave us.
I think my only worry would be is that it's the first movie in this universe that doesn't have Mad Max in it. And I'm not saying, oh, you can't expand past his character. It's just, it's not tethered to that preconceived thing that people know. They know Furiosa. Yeah. They know Immortan Joe to a certain extent. But I think that's my only concern. Because also, his last movie was really divisive.
Oh,
3,000
I
years
really
long.
love.
I were fans.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
I never saw it.
That was okay.
It's worth seeing.
It's super interesting.
It's like a trippy meditation on just like myths.
See, but like
open and shut.
Has he lost his touch? Is what I'm because it was 10 years ago.
I mean, I
He's
feel like
like
a lot of
80
movies that
plus.
he has made, like outside of Mad Max, haven't been like, I don't know,
You don't like Babe?
not really. Sorry,
That'll do.
I don't really like Happy Feet either.
Really? But they're penguins that dance.
I mean,
That's
It's
awesome. Yeah, that's
Have
awesome.
you ever met a penguin? Have you ever pet a penguin?
Hey, Penguin, nice to meet you.
I have
Ethan.
I've seen a penguin.
Hey, how's it going?
Ethan.
Why do penguins sound like that? I don't know.
I have.
Ethan.
No, but
It's a pleasure.
I would be worried if like spin-off character from Mad Max Fury Road, but it's George Miller himself.
I trust his
like
vision.
he's building out his world that he's always been in charge of and created. You know?
and also like I don't know, call me crazy. Now I've only seen the original.
You're fucking crazy, bro.
I hate you. I would say that Fury Road, like as much as I love Tom Hardy, like Mad Max doesn't like the Max character doesn't like make that movie for me. It's not like I watch that and it's like, oh dude, I know that guy. Like, that's
The Road
me.
Warrior
That's me.
is the only
I
one.
know that.
I have been in that situation before, but like still.
With like Max, where you like get it,
Yeah,
you feel like a blood bag. Just like
I've
tied
been
up.
a blood bag.
Yeah.
For me.
Yes.
Yeah. Remember that one time?
Remember
you were a
that
blood
one
bag?
summer Brandon got really sick, so I had to be his blood bag.
Yeah, you walked around like an IV attached.
I can't see anything. And it's like, more, please.
Hey.
Get over here.
Yeah. Like, at least I'm losing weight.
Yeah. I'm really excited for Furiosa as well. And like I still remember it came out in 2015.
Yeah.
I remember like when it first came out, like I was like, oh cool, an action movie, check it out. It was amazing. And then I remember when it was nominated for Best Picture, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is like, when's the last time you heard of something like
I
that?
think it
happening?
won like 5 awards.
It won a ton of stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's
It's
all the technical
all the
stuff.
it's a technically a masterpiece. Like
Yeah.
down
Still
to
talked about.
the effects, the coloring.
Oh, yeah.
So smart. So how they do it. Yeah, love it. I'm very excited for this movie. Also, I think Hemsworth and Anya Taylor-Joy will do a really good job. I
Yeah,
think that's
it's
a
a
really
good
fun
cast.
Lady and gentlemen.
pairing.
So he said, lady. No, he doesn't even say ladies. He just says lady and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen!
That goofy nose. He's just being goofy in that movie.
He
That's all
is.
we wanna see.
I love
We just wanna
Goofy
see, like,
Hemsworth.
I just want to see goofy, like, post-apocalyptic, like the guy with the fucking guitar. in
Yeah, the
first
guitar.
one. That shit's goofy as hell, but like it works.
It's awesome,
you know. So yeah, give him like that big old nose, you know, and
Yeah.
Schnoz.
that motorcycle,
schnoz.
the motorcycle chariot that he has.
Yeah.
that's insane.
So
What the
sick.
hell?
That's the thing. I think like what we're saying. If it's like even half the movie that Fury Road was, it's still gonna be like freaking amazing.
All right.
So yeah.
All right.
Okay. Cool. So Brandon,
Indie.
Back to me.
Indie
go to
or
the
wild
Wildcard,
card?
if you wanna do a
Yeah.
Wildcard.
What do you want to do next?
I'll do indie.
Okay.
I was not excited for this movie until I saw the trailer. I'm picking Luca Guadagnino's Challengers.
Okay. Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot about this movie.
I really dig what's going on there. It feels like it's because like I don't know if you guys have seen his other movies other than Call Me by Your Name.
That's the one.
Bones and All.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bones
yeah,
and
yeah.
All.
I didn't see Bones and All.
Bones and All and A Bigger Splash. They're like really grounded, but like the way he makes his movies, like they can be typical dramas but incorporate like thriller elements, and I think it's also picking up on something we're missing and that has like disappeared as this mid-budget small indie movie. erotic thriller kind of beat, because that's what it feels like.
It
to
looks
me.
like straight out of the 90s.
Yeah,
like
it's
those 90s thrillers.
Right, and I forgot how much like I would miss that flavor, because they don't make movies like that anymore. Like the more movies go to streaming, the more thrillers like disappear into the background of what are released, because what do people care about? They care about action movies, they care about like a few comedies here and there, Oscar movies at the end of the year, but that's it. And I don't know if this is going to be an Oscar movie, because this kind of reminds me most of A Bigger Splash, which I know none of you guys
When did that come out?
I think it was like 2015.
So it was before Convoy.
Yeah, it was before that.
That's when I was like introduced to Luca Guadagnino.
Yeah. And I just found that movie really interesting. And then seeing this trailer, I think it's great to see Mike Feist in a new movie.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, he was a standout at West Side Story.
Yeah.
And I saw him, and I'm like, I want that guy to become a star.
Right,
exactly. I want to see that guy more.
Yeah, and then I think Zendaya getting out of her comfort zone with whatever she's doing mainstream-wise, like whether that be like Spider-Man or Smallfoot.
Hell yeah, Michi!
Those are the two.
Michi.
Come on, man.
Those are her two
We
career
know.
highlights too.
There you go.
Euphoria. Has anyone seen Euphoria?
I watched the
episode.
second half
Tiny
of
bit
the
of it.
second season.
Really? That's where you
Yeah.
started? That's
Yeah.
where you jumped in?
And he said, "That's good for me."
That's enough. I'm good.
Yeah. I have nothing to say about Euphoria. I've seen the first season. I was just wondering.
Okay.
But yeah, that's something else she's done. But yeah,
It's challengers.
Also,
I
it's
love
a sports
tennis.
movie,
I
yeah.
love tennis.
Oh, yeah.
good tennis.
I'll
film.
always
be fun.
support a tennis movie,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just a fact.
Cool.
All
Hey,
right.
Chris.
Yeah.
Cool. Mine's a bit of an obscure one. I honestly did not really know this movie existed until like I did a bit of research for today's episode. I was looking because like I keep like a list of upcoming movies on my phone, but then usually a lot of these indie movies don't really like announce like a release date or anything until much closer to their window.
Yeah.
But then I found out about this movie that sounds really cool. I think A24 will be handling distribution, but all of the production companies, none of them are like really all that famous. It's called Death of a Unicorn or Death of a Unicorn.
I've heard of that one.
It stars Jenna Ortega and Paul Rudd as two people who are I don't know their relationship, but they're driving one night. They hit a unicorn.
Wow.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all we know.
How I have not heard a single thing.
Yeah.
Literally, what you're saying right now is the first I've ever heard. About
that's all I've heard about it. Maybe there's more out there, but
Is that coming out this year?
supposedly,
Okay.
or I hope so. But yeah, that sounds like I just think that's a cool log line.
That is cool.
And also like Paul Rudd's hilarious. I think they probably will play it comedically, but I bet there's some drama elements because I've heard that's also like kind of a family story, and like they do some stuff with the unicorn to like after it's dead. So not like that, but like they
Is
experiment
this
with
like
it or
in the
something.
Peter's
synopsis?
gonna
Like,
be
is there
so-
like?
I looked at Wikipedia. I don't know.
Because it's a cool premise, and it sounds like one of those movies that can either be like really cool fun movie, or it can be
Boring
like,
as shit.
stupid as
I
hell.
think totally if it's like that show he did on Netflix, Living with Yourself,
Oh, I've heard about
which is like
Loved that show.
it's like it's gonna be like if it's like a little comedic, but it has that drama to like flex like Paul Rudd's muscles as a actor, because he's actually a good actor.
He's so talented.
He's actually really talented. Yeah.
He's actually. I didn't know if you guys knew.
You didn't know
this.
this? Paul Rudd is
actually,
talented.
No, like he's like,
This
no,
is
like
an
he's
announcement you're
actually-
hearing from us.
Actually,
Paul Rudd is
I
actually.
know you've all been
talented.
saying he's a hack, a fraud,
a poser.
a poser, if you will. Thank you.
The people in the gallery believe that. Yeah,
But yeah,
That's
of a unicorn.
that's a great pick.
it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a wild card pick, to be honest.
My interest is peaked. I mean, if it's indie, it's
It's an
indie though.
Indie's
Indie, I guess,
I
yeah.
feel like indie and Wildcard, they sort of
they
like
They
kinda
can go together.
because these
yeah.
are like the movies that like because
Kinda
since
come
they're
out of nowhere.
independent, they're like we don't really know much about them.
Yeah.
you know.
It's so hard to pick just three.
It is.
Yeah,
There's
That's a
lot.
challenge of stacked.
Yeah.
it is.
Not a challenge.
All right, Ethan.
Okay,
Let's hear
let
it.
me pull up my film. Sorry,
I won't look.
Okay, so
Don't look bad.
this film is from a director who put out a film, I think in 2021 or 2022. It was an indie horror film called "We're All Going to the World's Fair."
Oh, I remember
yes.
this.
Yes,
I heard they're doing a follow up.
the director.
It's a sequel?
Her name is no, it's not a sequel. Jane Schoenbrunn, that's her name. She's directing this film called Why am I blinking?
He did
No,
his
I do
research.
know the title.
Come
I just want to get it completely right.
I think he's
I
faking
saw
his
the
excitement.
I saw the TV Glow. I was gonna say I watched the TV Glow and I wasn't confident.
Oh.
I was close.
Oh, that's
saw-
premiering.
So it's
I saw the TV
I
Glow.
saw
That's
the TV
premiering this
Glow.
week at Sundance.
Wait,
Really?
We
Yes.
should try to get tickets
Wait, we should try.
if there is.
Wait, but this week.
Yeah.
Okay. We should try to get tickets. So the movie is about like, from what's been said about it, it's like this kid lives in like a small town, and he starts getting like these signals into his TV of like this programming, and it kind of sounds like, almost like David Cronenberg. What's the film?
Videodrome.
Videodrome.
Yeah.
It's kind of sounds like Videodrome, like Society They Live sort of a thing. Where like he starts, he's watching like this TV program and seeing we're all going to the World's Fair. It's going to be very analog horror.
I bet.
Gotcha.
Skidmore
And that's like up
does.
your rank. That's up. That's up your.
I never even
butt
watched it.
or whatever it is. I don't know.
World's Fair or Skidmore?
Both.
Oh,
Well,
I haven't seen World's Fair either.
You haven't seen World's Fair?
No, but there's an image of like a little girl. It seems like on a webcam on Letterboxd, and that is horrifying.
It's like we're all going to the World's Fair is like a horror film that sort of like captures that sort of internet age loneliness.
Yeah.
And like trying to do trends to fit in and stuff, and like creepy pastas and like doing like these dares and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know? That film gave me the feeling of like when you're like staying up till like 3 a.m. watching like just going down the weirdest wormholes on YouTube and stuff like that, you know?
And it's like you kind of come to, and it's like, how did I end up here?
Watching like Alan Tutorial. Have you guys heard of Alan Tutorial?
No.
It's like this like 90 episode series on YouTube. It starts out with this guy. He's like, hey, he's like doing all these tutorials of like basic stuff.
Yes.
And like as the show goes on, he's sort of like he started like he loses his job. He gets evicted. He starts living out in the woods and stuff like that. But it's like a slow progression until like the end of the show. He's like trapped in like this room, and this guy like slides fake money underneath the door for him to do like these crazy tutorials of him like slapping paint and like kind of doing like how to basic stuff, you know?
Interesting.
But it makes it feel like that, like, what is that called? ARG?
I don't know.
I think it's called ARG, where it's like you're like, people don't know whether it's real or fake, these videos.
Oh,
you know?
gotcha.
So you're trying to like, oh, this is like a guy who's actually like mentally unwell, and he's like he's going crazy while trying to actually film like tutorial videos. Yeah. But
so is it actually fictional, or we don't know?
No, I think it is actually fictional.
Okay.
I would be surprised if it
That'd be insane.
I'd be concerned if it wasn't either.
You never know on the internet.
Yeah. But she just sort of she takes that sort of vibe into We're All Going to the World's Fair, and I've never seen that in a film before.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm excited to see what she does next. So
cool.
That's my next.
Nice.
That's my indie pick.
Oh yeah.
All right, Joey.
All right. So my indie pick, it's not like official it's coming out this year, but like I can almost guarantee you it's going to be like a fall festival premiere, because there's a lot of hype for it, because there was a duology that came out last year in 2 years ago, 2022. It's the third installment of Ty West's X trilogy, Maxine.
I knew you would pick Maxine.
Oh my god, the X and Pearl were like some of the highlights of my year in 2022, and like it's gonna be 1980s Hollywood. She's gonna be trying to become a star. Like Mia Goth is just gonna be off the rails. Like, yeah, I don't know what else there is to say. I'm so excited. It's right up my alley. I love the first two. I can't imagine how I wouldn't really dig this next one. So it's not official, but it was filmed last year, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see it on the Toronto slate later this year.
They filmed out right across the street from my old apartment.
Yeah, you saw like some of the wardrobe trailers.
I saw wardrobe, and I saw them shuttling extras to set.
Yeah,
because they were actually filming at like a bar way down the street, like this old like rundown bar. But that's where they were like holding all the talent and stuff like that, and having their lunch and everything. So.
Wow. No, it's cool. It's cool. You were probably peering over the fence like, whoa, who is that? Hey.
You saw the extra get kicked.
Yeah, I was there for all that drama. I'm going to go testify.
You see from afar?
No. I don't know anything about that. I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, but
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that movie too.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that movie.
Yeah, Ty West, knows his stuff.
I don't know.
What's
Well,
your
you
issue?
like X a lot.
I used to.
Yeah, when
You
we
used
saw
to.
X, I took him to see X because I was like, I know you love subversive horror.
I do.
And like, you loved it at first, but what happened?
I think when Evelyn and I rewatched it, just sort of, it didn't hit as hard, when we were watching it. I think the themes, especially when you know what's coming, I thought that would be beneficial, but I actually think it hurt the film. Sometimes,
Really? I'm like the opposite, where like every time I rewatched it, I felt like I found something new thematically that I didn't notice the time before.
maybe it's just going to get worse for me now.
That's
Don't-
that's how I am with
That's growing
Barbarian.
up.
With what?
Barbarian.
Oh yeah.
Because like the first I liked it, and then like that movie's stuck.
And isn't it funny because the whole appeal of Barbarian is that like it's just a whirlwind. Like
Yeah.
you have
You
it's
just plunged in.
designed that like you shouldn't know anything that's about to happen.
Yeah.
But like it is so rewatchable.
That's
it
why I've
is
been scared
so
to revisit
rewatchable.
it, but you've been telling me.
Coward.
It's so rewatchable.
Yeah. If only it was on Blu-ray.
Get the I have it.
I got both the reaction. They went. They did the Dazed and Confused.
Who did it? Netflix.
I got it on iTunes.
Who has the rights to Barbarian?
It's
Apple.
Disney.
Disney.
It's 20th century. It's Disney.
Technically, Apple has the
Iger.
digital streaming.
But it's on HBO.
They should make a Blu-ray. You know how Disney like does all their Blu-rays, where it's just like the character's face. On
Yeah.
the
Oh
cover?
yeah.
They should get it
They
with
should
the
do-
mom, like the Barbarian.
Disney's 100.
Yeah, it's going into the
Steelbook.
vault. It's going
in
into
the
the vault.
vault.
It's in the vault. You better get it.
Can't
It's
wait.
with Song of the South.
Oh,
Okay.
That's
You
actually
can get like
Right
you know
on
those
the shelf.
DVDs that are like the two DVDs that you
Yeah.
can get in one. It's
Yeah.
Barbarian and Song of the South all in one.
that's actually getting a Blu-ray release next year
Oh really?
Song of the South.
in Italy. So if
Oh.
you really want to import it,
Really?
Just in
Yes.
Italy.
yeah,
Those Italians.
those freaking
man.
Italians.
another reason.
Anyway.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
go on to
All
our
right, final-
wild cards.
Wild cards. It's
Wild
funny.
card.
I like we made the rule that like you can pick whatever category you want to start, but we really did just blockbuster indie.
And also, we didn't do the back and forth. We just started with Brandon again.
Hey.
Anyways.
You know what?
Whatever.
we're all-
It
Whatever.
works.
This
It's
is
a
hey,
work
it's the first episode.
In
Yeah.
progress.
It's a work in
a work
process.
in
No, it's a
process.
working process.
No, I
working
like
process.
I like the other one.
Okay.
Okay, what's your wild card?
What's
Let's
your
hear
wild
it.
card?
It's
I wanna-
premiering at Sundance tomorrow.
And
It's coming out in March. It's called the American Society of Magical Negroes.
I've heard about this too.
this. It has just
You are brave for using that title right now.
Why is that bad? It's the title.
No,
of the
I know it
movie.
is.
Yeah. No, you said it. Good job.
I've just never heard you say that.
Good job, Brandon.
It's the title of the movie.
I'm just like, it's our first episode.
Yeah. We're starting with controversy.
Okay.
It's not.
But tell me about this.
controversial.
I actually don't know about this.
You don't know about this. That's
I
why
just
it's a
heard the
wild
title.
card.
Yeah.
That's why it's a wild card.
Okay, let's hear it.
Justice Smith is recruited by this organization. The title, if I don't want to get demonetized on YouTube, not that we're monetized.
Not that these were.
Not that
I'm
we're
just,
getting
I'm just
money
trying
off
to
this.
look out for you personally.
What?
Nothing. Just keep.
This is your reputation on the line. Anyway, continue.
And essentially, like, it's making fun of like the magical black trope in movies.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Where
Like
Oh yeah.
where you
the
have
black
like,
character always helps out the white.
yeah, exactly. And
protagonist,
it's
yeah.
essentially like the society is devoted to helping the white man's life get easier. So it sounds like it could be a really
Oh.
incredible satire, like
could be
akin to
interesting.
like something
Kind of like a Boots Riley.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
I
Like,
was about to
sorry
say.
to bother you.
No,
or
I was,
something
yeah.
like
Sorry
that.
about. Once you said that, I was like, that sounds like a Bruce
Yeah.
Riley kind of thing.
Exactly. And when I saw the log line, I was like, okay, like this could be really good, and or it could be really controversial. And I think honestly, it's going to be a huge ensemble cast, and yes, it's premiering at Sundance. So I think whoever made the film is probably pretty confident in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I didn't like the trailer
you didn't.
I didn't
No,
see the trailer.
because it just becomes like a normal romantic comedy.
Well, we don't know. Maybe they're trying to market it as that.
Okay, well that's why it's not on my list.
Wow. Okay.
Hey,
Damn.
All right. All
you
right.
told us to get fired up and to fight.
All right, then fight.
I'm fighting,
I
but
know
he's
it's
not
the
fighting
podcast
back.
isn't over, but if you want me to go,
Leave.
Get the fuck out of here.
What's happening? No, we're here to fight.
oh,
I'm here to I'm here to stir.
okay.
I'm not looking forward to it.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris, moving on.
Cool. Okay. I'm trying to think.
You got nothing.
See,
for
No.
that.
here's
Well,
the
I'll
thing.
say this: I love a good biting satire. You know, you like a satire that bites.
Biting.
You know,
Yeah.
I want to walk away from a
I want it
satire
to
with a
nip
hickey.
me in the finger.
I want a hickey from a satire. Anyway, Chris, I am so curious to hear about your wild card.
There's a couple of ones I considered for this, but I think I'm gonna go. This movie doesn't even have a title yet.
Oh,
That's a wild card pick.
The director behind this film, made my technically second, but favorite movie of 2022. Joseph Kosinski has a movie coming out this year.
Wait, he does?
Supposedly, assuming they don't push it. He's making a Formula One film.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm like, given how this guy knows how to photograph jets,
Yeah.
can you imagine what he's gonna do with cars?
Yeah.
And like, this is the guy that shot directed Tron Legacy and the light cycle scenes.
So it's gonna be visually like
I
pretty
bet,
stunning.
but like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what he's going for tonally with Formula One, but you know, if they capture that same like energy and
I just
heart,
wanna smell the gas. I wanna smell.
Oh, that's what we used to say about Top Gun.
I wanna smell it.
Kia Afra.
Yeah, our old professor.
you get to taste the jet fuel.
Taste the jet fuel. That's what you used to say about Top Gun. And it's true. Yeah. This film, it's also produced by Bruckheimer, like Top Gun was.
Oh.
The film also has its cast. I'm gonna save the lead for last. Stars Damson Idris, Kerry Condon, Tobias Menzies, Lewis Hamilton,
I knew like
the driver, and Javier Bardem, and the lead actor
who is it?
Brad Pitt.
Pitt is leading it.
Supposedly, Pitt's leading
Okay,
it
Brad Pitt.
in a Formula One movie.
Yeah,
that sounds awesome.
He's one of the best actors at just like looking cool.
Oh,
You know, that guy, he knows how to look cool.
Yeah.
You know, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. and,
Yeah.
Like, he's just like a cool looking dude. Him like walking amongst the cars looking at him. Like, yeah. It's going to look cool.
Yeah, and this is gonna
Cars are gonna
so
go fast.
It's going to go so fast, dude. Do you have something to say, Brandon, about the Formula One? The
Yeah,
movie?
racing movies are a little overrated, and I think.
Can you name some for me?
Yeah, name some that are overrated.
I like these movies. I'll have you know. I just
You
think.
like
I
them?
think
you
I'm.
think they're overrated.
I think I'm over it. is
You're
what I'm-
over it.
racing.
Oh,
But
you're
like, has
over
there?
it.
What did you even see Gran Turismo?
No.
Was like,
But I
was the
want to.
marketing alone like enough to just do you in? Like,
You
this
puked on my
genre
lawn,
is
man.
Dead.
You puked on my lawn.
I know this track.
Have you ever
I've
seen
raced 1,000
Initial
times.
D third stage?
I just think, how many times can you do a racing movie? You know, I've seen Fast and Furious, I've seen Rush, I've seen Ford v Ferrari. I enjoy all those movies.
What about what's a good? You ever seen a Speed Racer?
Cars.
You haven't seen Speed Racer?
The Cars trilogy.
The Cars trilogy.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
all
over
racing
it. I just
movies.
think it's like if they can find a way to do a film like that differently, then yeah, maybe I'll get invested. But I don't see it.
Would you be at all? Would you be interested to see Kaczynski's work with it?
I don't really like him as a director.
You liked Maverick.
That's the only one I've liked.
Have you not liked a single one of those?
Legacy.
I've given him all like 3 stars or less.
What else? Have you seen Oblivion?
Yeah.
Did you ever see Oblivion?
He directed Oblivion.
yeah,
I
with
directed
with
It's
Oblivion.
like
Tom
a
Cruise.
3-star
okay.
movie. It's
Yeah.
a 3-star movie.
The trailers look cool.
I remember seeing it when
It's
I
a
was,
cool idea.
I saw that movie in theaters.
Yeah.
It's okay. Tron's okay. Spiderhead was not good.
I heard. mixed things about Spiderhead.
it was kind of crazy that Spiderhead came out
So-
like right after Maverick and like just
For me,
nobody
it's like
cared.
and Only the Brave was just okay.
Oh, Only the Brave is excellent.
My dad's in
Great
that
movie.
Okay.
Firefighter.
All right, yeah, fine. Well, they've
Brandon
already
doesn't like
come
racing
out.
movies.
They've already come out. Let's talk about other movies.
All right.
All right, what's yours?
What's yours, Ethan?
Wild card.
My wild card is a movie starring Jesse Eisenberg as Sasquatch.
Oh yeah.
It's called Sasquatch Sunset. And
That's
that's
a
all I
great
know.
title.
Jesse Eisenberg is gonna play Bigfoot, and I don't know.
Jesse Eisenberg's playing Bigfoot.
Yeah,
Isn't
he's
he, like,
playing
this
Bigfoot.
tall?
Yeah,
Well, they can make him
they'll
taller.
probably put him on stilts or something. I don't
Or
know.
just a lot of forced perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Bigfoot,
But,
and I live in the forest, and well, I'm actually the trees.
He's gonna be doing his Mark
are
Zuckerberg.
really
but
they
just a
shade.
You mean
It's
his
too much
Jesse
shade.
Eisenberg?
I don't get enough sun. This is a problem. But actually, according to that,
That's really cool.
I can see him
Yeah.
doing
We don't-
like a voiceover, being like, "I'm the only." I'm
yeah,
so
is it going to be a
lonely."
Jesse Eisenberg voice? Is he?
I don't know. That nobody knows. That's why it's my wild card.
I hope so.
All I know, the only thing in that movie is that we know is he's playing Sasquatch
How do you know this?
because that's what this movie was being sold on. It said Jesse Eisenberg's in a movie called Sasquatch Sunset, and he's playing Sasquatch.
Do you need to know anything else?
Yeah.
Doth you need no more?
Actually, yeah.
Doth you need no more?
I require a little bit more taste.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Cool.
No, like
Are you not impressed by Sasquatches?
Yeah. Are there no good Sasquatch movies?
What is the turnoff?
Smallfoot.
Is it Sasquatch or Jesse Eisenberg?
Jesse Eisenberg.
You're not hot on him.
I think it's a very interesting casting choice.
Okay, but that's
Yeah, I just think Eisenberg doesn't really impress me in a lot. So he always plays the same character in every movie.
Smart.
But that's like, he's good. He's good at it.
but
Just because he's good at it, like, doesn't mean I want to see it.
He's also directing a lot more. He has he directed one movie that premiered at Sundance.
When you're
a few years
finished
ago.
saving the world.
and another one.
And then he has
This year.
another one coming out with him and Kieran Culkin.
Yeah.
My goodness.
My
Busy man.
goodness, my Guinness.
Yeah.
That's their slogan for Guinness.
All right.
Joey.
Move on.
Cool. All right.
Last
So
one.
my wild card. This is a movie. My wild card. This is a movie that was supposed to come out last year, but then got delayed. It's The Bike Riders.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Have you heard anything about this?
I don't even know what
Okay.
this is.
I've heard not good
People have
things.
seen it and they love it, right?
I haven't heard. I've heard
Who of you have not heard the good things?
people I talk to on the internet.
Who do you talk to? Who are these? Okay, Brandon, your Twitter timeline though is like full of like,
Film people.
and they all hate things.
No,
No,
they either all love things or they all hate things.
I don't know, but I've heard good things about The Bike Riders. I just love the setting of like 1960s America out on the open road. Shut up! Let me get this
All he
out.
This American guy
All
over
he
here, huh?
cares about is
This
eating.
guy loves America.
I just
the
it's
hell?
cool. What?
I'm just fucking with you.
Austin Butler,
All he
Tom
likes
Hardy.
is Americana. Oh, boring. They're not
who-
even
who's,
American.
Last Duel. The free guy. What's her name?
I don't know. I don't like
Jodie
her, though.
Comer.
Oh, not even American.
Jodie Comer. And like, I don't know. It seems like a cool cast. It seems like a cool setting, and I'm excited. I have no idea like how it's gonna turn out. I don't know if it's gonna be an awards contender. I don't even know if
They
it's
moved
gonna
it to
bomb.
March. I doubt it.
No, June.
Oh,
It's gonna be summer release.
oh,
It's gonna be 4th of July kind of movie.
summer
You
release.
know what I mean?
It's the next
They don't like
Oppenheimer.
that you picked this movie.
Yeah, wow. This is
They
this is
really-
the most
they really
controversial
don't.
pick of
Yeah.
the night. I thought you guys
This
would
has
have
got
nothing to
this got
say.
'em riled up.
I don't know. I just
got
want to
nothing
see
to say
cool
about
guys
I'm
on
not
bikes.
into it.
Cool guys on bikes. The movie. That's what I'm excited about.
You just like bikes.
Bikes are cool. What's wrong with bikes?
Wait, when you say bikes, are you thinking like motorcycles? or like...
motorcycles.
Okay, I thought like little...
Well,
That's what I
okay,
imagined
I
when you said
ride a
bikes.
bike. I do ride a bike if that's what you're
I
I
at.
was
would
imagining
rather-
like
I also
a
like-
tricycle.
Have you seen the Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie Premium Rush?
Yes, with Bob O'Reilly that opens and closes the movie.
Yes. That's what.
Is it good?
Yes.
That's not. No, I mean like a motorcycle movie.
Yeah.
Motorcycles
like
on.
Easy Rider.
What are you rolling your eyes about? What is?
I just don't think it looks good. That's all.
It looks awesome. It looks badass.
All right.
Badass.
You're telling me in like Top Gun, you see
I'd
Tom
rather
Cruise
see
on
If.
that thing?
It's directed by John Krasinski.
Are you? Shut up.
Is that a shout out? Is that a movie you wanted to shout out? Yes or no? For the record.
I'm in between on it.
What category would you put it in? Wildcard?
Who's producing that movie? Is it Warner Brothers?
If
I'm not sure.
That movie looks like they just straight up stole Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
That and
the
also, I
show.
just don't like the design.
I don't like the designs
of the,
either.
Of the imaginary friends.
But also, it's literally they just. That's the plot of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
No, but it's from the insane imagination of John Krasinski.
I think
The imaginative
they
mind.
market?
class
John
lawsuit,
Adams,
class
yeah,
action
the
lawsuit.
crazy
Yeah,
mind.
and you'll
I'm gonna
spearhead
sue
it?
that. Yeah, I'll get
That's a-
Craig
it's a
McCracken.
wild
I'll get
card.
Craig McCracken,
Yeah.
the director and creator of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Convince him, hey,
Hey.
there's some money in this.
There, you can get a lot of money out of this dude, and I'm gonna sue his ass.
Shall-
Ooh, be quiet in the courtroom. Quiet place.
shall we move on to honorable mentions?
Okay,
Sure.
yeah.
Just rattle them out.
Any shout outs you
All right.
guys want
Yeah.
for the record?
I'll
What did
throw-
I have written down here?
Okay.
Who are my backups?
All right. I'm just gonna throw a couple of ones out there.
shocked we didn't
Bob
talk
Marley, One Love.
Really?
I love. I'm
hell?
so into that movie.
Dude, we should go smoke weed and see that movie
What do you want to start?
from the beginning.
You didn't want to do the accent. You didn't want to do it. You were scared.
No, that's how he talks in the movie.
I think the
Yeah, I'm
camera
Bob Marley.
scares Ethan.
Jamaica, there's some issues
What?
going on here, but reggae music, it connects us. That's how he talks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Oh, yeah?
I'm really excited for Civil War.
Really?
I-
Are you kidding?
I like
It's
Alex
just-
Garland.
After that trailer? I just saw it
fine-
again today.
Fine by me. It's fine by me.
That trailer looked bad.
I just like the concept of that movie more than anything.
It has the potential to be like mad cringe. It could be
I can
mad
imagine it being
cringe.
cringe.
It could be mad cringe. It could be totally
the joint alliance of California and Texas.
Dude,
is-
I would love
Like,
to hear
what?
them explain how California and Texas would ever like join alliance. Those states are.
He is British. He doesn't know any better.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
I know. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
They're the wealthiest states.
The wealthiest, and they're the biggest.
they are
by
So
far the biggest.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Should I keep going?
Yeah.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yes, sir.
Ballerina.
How is it not said?
Bad Boys 4.
Is
Bad
it
Boys
is
4.
it filmed? Like they're coming out?
Supposedly.
Is that
Yeah.
going to be like Will Smith's big screen?
Oh,
like
yes. He's gonna slap back on a.
he really
He's
is.
He's gonna
dude.
slap Martin Lawrence, but it's gonna be like
It's gonna
a
be
meta
like
joke.
yeah,
That'd be
it's gonna
crazy if there was a joke about that.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Okay, it hasn't happened yet, but I'm glad to know that
I have a
you
shitload,
like
but
it.
I want to save something for you guys to say. Do you have any?
Okay.
Well, you took Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, so I feel like it's like that's my second most anticipated
Oh, okay.
movie. Like that's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My
I love
only
those movies.
concern with it is just because the director isn't super
He's done one thing before.
experienced.
He's done something I've seen.
Westball
before.
writes, I think, more than he directs.
Yeah. So
He did
like,
the Maze Runner movies.
Yes.
yeah,
Maze
that's the
Runner.
thing. They did Maze Runner, and like, I don't know.
The first Maze
like,
Runner's good.
I haven't seen them, but
It's
like
enjoyable.
those movies didn't like make the splash big enough for me to be like, oh man, this guy's doing it. So I don't know. Maybe he'll come out swinging and he'll prove himself.
Let's see. Drive Away Dolls.
Drive Away
Is
Dolls.
that's
yes.
Ethan Cohen, right?
Yeah, it's
That-
Ethan
That's
I mean,
exciting.
that looks like. I
That-
feel like that's gonna be like a Raising Arizona.
type comedy.
Maybe a little bit of Big Lebowski in that. You know.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. Kyle Mooney
Kyle Mooney has a movie.
has a
And
movie
Y2K.
Y2K.
That's on
I'm
my
super
list.
Oh,
excited
that's
for
cool.
that.
Yeah.
What else? I mean, I guess I'm excited. I'm excited for Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3.
Just-
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
just to see-
surprised nobody
just
talked about
It,
that.
No
that was
shot.
that was on my wild cards, honestly.
I would
Oh,
say
really?
Sean
Isn't that
Levy
crazy?
is like the reason.
It's Sean Levy and just like what Marvel movies are like now.
That
like, you
and
can't,
also-
you can't count on that. I can't like be like, oh yeah.
And
that one's
I don't know.
good.
Ryan Reynolds has very much become like a brand. You
Yeah.
know, like I don't know. Like he doesn't have the same like his shtick isn't as fresh as
That's
it
why I'm
He and
happy for-
Deadpool, like
I'm so
after
excited
that
for
first
If,
movie, they just came
so.
together.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see what else.
I got, I'm looking forward to Twisters. I like Twister.
That was like my number 2
of what?
Wow. Of what? What category?
Of all time.
Of all time.
Wildcard. Of Wildcard, because I don't know what to expect. Like a sequel to Twister. It's a reboot sequel to Twisters, which is like
It's probably just gonna be a whole different like situation, but they're just gonna say, yeah, it's a sequel.
yeah.
I mean, it's
like
it's tornadoes. How can you like follow up?
well,
Twister.
they did this movie a few years ago called Into the Storm.
I do a few years ago. That was over a decade at this point.
Really?
That came out when we were like in middle school. We're getting old. But anyway,
Old as hell.
yeah.
He's done.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out for the night.
I don't know.
just-
But yeah,
He's
it's gonna
facing
be
his own
2
mortality right
tornadoes.
Yeah, Inside Out too.
I want to give a shout out. I don't know if you guys have you guys seen the Terrifier movies?
I've seen the
No.
first one.
The third one's coming out. They're kind of guilty pleasure movies for me, and it's gonna be set at Christmas. And the teaser came out, and it's literally like Art the Clown, and he's like.
I
dressed
think
as
you
Santa.
should
It's about
dress
to-
like him.
me this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'd be so scared of you.
I don't like him.
dude. Yeah,
Well,
Or
that's
he's
the
scary-
point.
But he's also really funny. Like they play up the comedy in those movies. But the third one's coming out this year. It's gonna be like a fun movie to watch with a bunch of horror fans. So, but besides
All right.
that, we pretty much touched on everything I had to.
I've got a couple more just to throw. Unless you guys got anything you want.
Can I do one more?
Please.
I have a feeling it's going to come out this year. Mickey 17. I know it was
Yeah.
just delayed.
Probably
definitely.
late.
I think
in the year.
I think they
November.
delayed it. One
Post-production.
because I think Bong Joon-ho wants to. He's getting involved in like the investigation of that Parasite actor who committed suicide. Like
that's right.
Yeah,
he's
I
trying
heard
to
about
like
this.
he's doing a lot of activism work.
Oh,
around, like-
really?
yeah. Around,
Oh, okay.
sort of like drugs in South
Yeah,
Korea,
yeah.
you know, and like trying to, bring justice to this guy because he had to be shunned from everyone because he didn't even like there was like he was just accused,
Yeah.
of being a stoner.
Wow.
But yeah.
Anyway.
But
Yeah,
I think that's honestly it's either that or they just wanted to put it into award season.
Which
So I
hope
think
so.
it will come out this year.
I love science fiction. I love Bong Joon-ho. So
I think it's
don't
gonna
need to hear
test
anything
well.
else.
You think it's gonna test well?
Well, he's never made a truly awful movie.
Yeah.
He's never made an awful movie. He's had ones that some are
Like
better
the
than
host.
others.
Like it's a meh.
Shut
No,
up.
I love those.
No, fuck
You're-
you.
Yeah. No.
No,
I
I'm
would
not
say
coming back next week.
Inside Out 2.
Yeah,
He's not.
Inside Out 2.
Oh
Look for
yeah,
that.
I don't know. That for
Eh.
me is like
I'm all right.
The plot sold me on it. The
Yeah.
idea of Riley going through that time of her life with the emotions. I think
they
that could
tease
work.
that at the end of the first one. I think we've always kind of been anticipating a sequel of some sort.
I mean, Meet Dave is right there.
Dude, Meet Dave is a class. It's Eddie Murphy in Eddie Murphy in Eddie Murphy.
That's right.
I'll throw in a couple quick ones. The Fall Guy just looks like fun. I like Emily Blunt. I like Ryan Gosling. Sounds like a fun idea.
That's the movie that kicks off the summer.
Yeah.
It looks like a
our
cool
first
jacket.
weekend of May movie.
He has a cool jacket in that movie.
Garfield
Yeah.
with Chris Pratt. I just want to see what that is.
Are we doing?
all right.
Hey,
we are just digging bottom of the barrel.
No,
here.
I'm actually excited for that.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go see that alone if you guys don't come with me.
What?
Well, it's coming out the same day as Furiosa.
I'm gonna go
so
see that first.
You're gonna go see that while we go see Furiosa, and we'll report back on the show.
All right.
All right.
Borderlands. I'm excited for. Transformers 1. Gladiator 2.
Oh, one more. There is a Lord of the Rings anime movie coming out in December.
War
this
of
year.
Rohirrim.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's like it's the
Is that the
origin.
pronunciation?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good job.
Is Megalopolis coming out this year?
What?
Megalopolis. Is it coming out this year?
No, maybe. But that is my
That'd be
most
cool.
anticipated movie of all time. I wouldn't be surprised
all
if
time.
Coppola takes that movie to his grave, though. If it comes out though this year, then yeah, that's my most anticipated.
one last one, just because I'm curious. Oh, two more. Mufasa, the Lion King.
Ugh.
Barry Jenkins' movie. I'm just curious what the hell he's gonna do with this.
Yeah, he's getting the paycheck.
I know,
He's
but
getting
it's
the
also
paycheck
like-
for the next one.
What are we doing?
But like, I don't know. I'm just curious. Like,
We're
what
just listing every movie. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited for that one.
one last
Yeah,
one.
I'll go
One
see
last
it.
one. I'm actually excited for.
Okay.
Brandon-
Joker Folie à deux.
Fully I did.
Fully I do.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
on my wild cards. I
I'm
was
just
like, what
curious.
is that gonna be?
How is this gonna work? But
good.
Gaga.
Mm.
Musical.
good.
I don't know.
Spaceman.
Oh, that was on my
Sandler
that was on my
one?
wild card. Yeah,
Yeah.
with Adam Sandler.
That
Yeah.
Adam Sandler
That looks
movie.
cool.
Juror number 2, the new Clint Eastwood movie. It's a courtroom drama
Oh, you love
where
those.
I love those.
How old is he now? Like 93?
Yeah,
Is
it stars.
93 years old, still putting out stuff.
It's a Toni Collette, Nicholas Hoult drama where a juror finds out that he's actually involved with the crime that he's. Is that your Clint Eastwood?
That is.
There's a Sebastian.
Shows up on set like
There's
that.
a Sebastian Stan movie.
One take, just one.
No, Clint. I think we should roll for one more. I think we should get one more.
You would say that, right?
Yeah, fuck you. That take was good. Next, moving on.
yeah, it takes like 9 days to make it.
He's like, I'm gonna die. Different man. So it's a guy who's an actor.
Who's a different man?
He's a different man.
He changes. I'm sick of your shit.
Get used to it.
Can we kick him off the show?
No, no, we can't.
And he changes his face to try to audition for a part, but then a part comes along that would have been perfect for him originally.
Oh.
So
Does he go back?
no, he tries to get that part as much as he can. So it's like Tootsie, but with face off.
But with a
Tootsie meets
face.
face off, but no action, probably.
You know that?
Then I'd go the red one.
red one.
It's a Christmas
With The Rock?
Yeah.
Okay, you can't say
Oh
any
my-
shit about him with the Garfield movie. You're picking one of
Yeah.
those fucking Red Notice
That's
Netflix
straight
movies.
to streaming.
that's not going-
Hey, it might be like
AI.
Spirited. I'm like, come on, man. Shut up.
It's gonna go to theaters. It's going to
Okay.
theaters. Coyote versus Acme. I think we're gonna see it.
Oh,
think that's coming
man,
out?
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
and then lastly, Lisa Frankenstein,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
written by Diablo Cody,
I love a good camp horror movie.
and Steve McQueen's new movie Blitz. It's gonna be about the London Blitz.
The London Blitz. Yeah.
And then Hitman by Richard Linklater.
Oh yeah. I've heard good things about that one.
But yeah, that's all I
Cool.
got.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
lots to look forward to this year.
Yeah, we got lots of good stuff to look forward to this year. And everyone, just stay tuned for this channel because we're going to be doing reviews. That's going to be a new feature for Stacked is we're going to be reviewing new movies that came out that weekend. So on your commute to work in the morning on those Mondays, you can listen back and see if those movies that came out the weekend before are worth checking out. we'll be your source for all that. We covering movie news. We'll be having games. We're playing some
Awards
games.
are right around the corner, so expect some good stuff with that.
That's right. Next week is going to be a big episode for awards.
Oh, yeah. A lot to talk about.
So.
Are you going to be up at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, no, you will.
I was this morning.
So,
yeah.
What's the deal?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cool.
So,
right. Yeah.
So,
thank you all so much for listening to Stacked. I hope you like the new format of the show and the new cast member. I don't know what to call you. Panelist?
Yeah.
Host?
Panelist.
You're like co-panelist,
Assistant.
producer. Yeah.
Overall decent guy.
Thanks for joining us, Joe.
Of course. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
Excited to see what this year brings.